Hello, everyone. This is the first time I'm ever doing this. I'm doing a little bit of a screencast from an airport lounge, awaiting a flight in the snow that's been delayed. I've been wanting to send this to everybody, but this week's been very busy. Most of us all are working our butts off besides this class. So, if you could bear with me for a few moments, I'm going to start you with the discussion board. So throughout the class, I've sent a few notes. These three ones stick out in particular that are about the discussion boards. And so in the discussion boards, we're trying to replace what's going on in the classroom, right? So obviously there's a rubric, but really what it's doing is trying to simulate what goes on in the classroom. So in the classroom, I might ask a question and someone might answer it and then someone might debate it. And it's actually one of my favorite processes in my lifetime. I'm 48, and 30 years ago, I went to college and realized, wow, there's actually like a conversation we can talk about and debate things. And it was wonderful for me. So that's what we're looking for in the discussion board. It might not say that in a rubric and that might not be your previous experiences, but I'm trying to do that. We only have a couple of weeks left, but hey, I want to tell you the way that I feel. So beyond that, we have the rubric, and I'm on the fly here. I have a flight that leaves in 36 minutes. So a business course, I'd like everyone to act like business professionals, and that includes effective writing and communicating well. So, you know, there has been times where you're writing something that's really long, and actually, lots of times, everyone in this class, like most people, write very well. However, lots of times we're writing about things that don't have to do with the question. So I don't want you to take it personal, but I'd like you to learn how to be concise. Learning how to be concise has made me more money in my 40s, in my first year of my 40s, than in a decade of my 20s. So I'm trying to help you in that regard. Another thing that I said is if you're having trouble, email me. If you have a concern, email me. If you're late, email me. And it goes on and on. And again, I'm a little sarcastic at times, but I'm also trying to get a dialogue going on with everybody. So moving forward, I'm asking people to read the textbook. It's very obvious when you've read the textbook and you haven't. I understand that a lot of you are busy, and quite frankly, realistically, out of 26 of you, there's no way all of you have bought the book. I've taught long enough to know that. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but we still need to reference the book when we are in the discussion boards, and not just the random, Hatton 2012. Specifically, where you're grabbing it from the book, not just for my sake, but for the whole class's sake. There's 30-ish pages, maybe 25 average, each chapter, and of that 25, maybe one resonates with you. Maybe 10 resonate with you. But if you read them, at least one or two resonates with you. If it's not resonating with you, then that means that, quite frankly, you're not reading it. And again, I understand that, but that's not what I signed on for. I signed on to hopefully try to facilitate a class and occasionally teach a class that is actually interested in learning. And I hope that, that is what you're doing. Okay, with that in mind, let's take a glance at the discussion board rubric. Guess that's not going to happen if I'm going to do something like that. Again, I'm on the fly. Excuse me a moment. So within this rubric, I've highlighted this like to an insane point, and still, I think people are just phoning it in. Quite frankly, so that's okay. You can phone it in if you want to get your C. That's okay. I'm not here to give you grades. I'm here to try to help everybody have a learning process. So, yeah, taking in consideration all the material and discussion boards from the current module and previous ones. So, the last couple of weeks, I'm giving you actually a bunch of terms. This week, I listed 40 terms, 25 of which you could use, and yet very few people are using that. Again, this is not to make things more difficult for you. This is hoping that I can show you what a college experience is. I am not a genius. I have a graduate degree. I have a lot of experience in business, over 25 years, and I'm hoping to convey that to you. If you're looking to just phone it in, do your proficient post, and then log in for 3.5 minutes and make a post about your peers that says, wow, that was really awesome. I totally agree. Like, totally cool. That's okay. You can do that, but that's not what I'm trying to have happen. There's a large majority of you who write really well, and I'm not so sure that you're understanding the way that you appear when you're writing things like that. You seem to be articulate, yet don't have the ability to address an actual question. And again, I'm not judging you. I think I've mentioned to most of you, I was a summer school student. And sorry, I have a flight in 20 minutes. And it took me until college till I had professors that said, hey, you can do more. That's what I'm trying to say and do to you. It's not an awful thing, but again, and it doesn't make me above you. Every single one of you can do something, a lot of things probably better than I can, whether it's the business you run, whether it's you're a mother or a father. We all have our good things and bad things. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I'm just trying to help move this course forward. Okay, we have 3 minutes left until this recording runs out, according to my free screencast account. So lucky everybody. Give me a moment to switch screens. Okay, so for the short paper 6.2, I asked a few of the students in this class who have been just doing amazing work, quite frankly. And they all have their different style. They're all totally different people. And their submissions are all different, yet they all are concise and they all tell us what to do. So I'm going to ask you to look at these and screenshot them. If you would like the either the PDF or the Word documents of these, I can send them to you. Just email me. But here are the first few pages and examples of what someone should be doing if they're doing a 6.2 paper. So first we have the cover page, and you can condense this because it should only be 2 pages. I would take a screenshot or pause it right here and read this over. Pause it here and read it over. Again, I apologize. I don't have the software to do this while I'm in an airport. Pause now and read it over. Look at that. They're telling you the exact pages to find the answers. This is 5th level stuff. And then closing it out with that. I'm going to pause it for a moment and try to find if my computer doesn't freeze and I can press the right button. Okay, now we have more tips. So screenshot it. Again, I'm trying to do this fast. I'm in an airport, sorry. Next. Screenshot it. Next. Screenshot it. Next. Actually, all you have to do is press pause. Next. Next. This is gold. I have to stop here. I have a minute left. Get what you pay for. It's just free. Oh. 13 seconds left. I'm going to just show this to you. This is wonderful. Pause it. Freeze it and look it up.